Okay, hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Rahul. I'm representing CYDES. I will be your MC here today for this session. And I would first like to thank everyone for attending this session. And I don't want to delay any further. I would like to introduce on stage our presenter here today, Mr. Woon Ting Ka. I'll just be calling him Mr. Woon Ting. And he's a consultant for Secureki, and he'll be presenting his presentation on Zero Trust Solution. Go ahead, Mr. Woon Ting.
Thank you, Rahul. Okay, without further delay, let's begin. So, first of all, I'll be talking about mitigating cyber risks and also how to adopt zero trust through our product solution. Okay, so our product is actually on PAM, so Privileged Access Management. Okay, so my name is Kawun Ting. I'm from Secureki. So before we begin, let's a bit of information on the company background. So first of all, we are actually established in 2013, and we are founded by our local CEO, Brandon Low. And since then, we are operating in Malaysia, South Korea, and also in Taiwan. So we have about 45 employees covering 3 nations. And our main technology and solution we provide is actually on privileged access management. Okay. So this is some of our customer in Malaysia that is already adopt our solution. So you have various sector from financial sector, you have from telecommunication, you have from government sector, you have from food and beverages, and also even from entertainment. Okay. So it doesn't care which sector you are from, you actually require PAM solution, privileged access management, because that is the next step to your security. Okay. So with our solution in place, our solution is actually common criteria certified. Okay, so it is at EAL 2 level 2. Okay, so what is this common criteria certification? So it's an evaluation on the system process and also the functionality of the system. So if let's say your system are very buggy, not stable, you won't able to get this certification. Okay. So this is our our certification. Okay. And also we have a certification for our OTP apps. Okay, our OTP runs in smartphone. Okay, so this is actually to say that our smartphone apps is free from malware or from any dangerous system. Okay, so we also participate last year. We also participate in Cyber 100, and we are the top 5 finalists for the competition. So this Cyber 100 is actually a program from NAXA, joint venture with MDEC. Okay. So recently, now is the talk of the town saying about Malaysia's cybersecurity strategy. Okay. So there is 5 pillars is being introduced by the government to help to strengthen the cybersecurity in Malaysia. Okay. So our solution PAM actually fulfill pillar 3. Okay. The catalyst world class innovation, technology, and R&D. So in that pillar, there is strategy 6 and 7. So our solution actually help on this sector. Okay. So when we talk about privileged access management, okay, it's the next step milestone for your security maturity. Okay. When we talk about maturity, so we talk about the challenges first. Okay. So what is the day in and day out challenge that you always face in your company? Okay. First of all, the sharing of password. Okay. From administrator sharing your password to the end user to maybe to vendors. Okay. How about the compliance? Okay. How you want to keep track of those sharing of the password? Okay. Is there any logs that you says that you share to someone at this time? Okay. And the lack of visibility. Who knows that you have already shared that password or some information to outsider or even to your vendors? Okay. The next thing is that how easily you want to manage all that 3. Okay. The freedom to access anywhere, anytime with the given full security visibility. Okay. So with Secureki, we actually help you to solve those. But how? Okay. So first of all, to utilize automation process, it don't talk about the ice age, the cave, okay, the past. So we always talk about automation. Okay. So next thing is to have a proper PAM solution to help you to strengthen your compliance effort and the standards like ISMS, okay, PCI DSS, even from the Bank Negara, the RMIT compliance. Okay, so the third one, the ability to monitor your user or your vendor, what are they doing in the server or inside the DB? Are they doing the proper way or they are doing it improper way? Okay. So now in Secureki we offer this solution we call it advanced credential management. Okay. So there's three key points that I want to highlight is that first of all, the password management and also the account discovery. Just now we talk about automation, right? So these two features will actually help you to automate those tedious and day in, day out tasks. Okay, password management will help you to automate your password complexity, will help you to change your password system. Okay, and also if let's say some user manage to create a new account, the system will actually detect and then help you to manage those accounts. Okay, and next thing is that live session monitoring. Okay, with playback features. Okay, so you need a function where you can actually in real time monitor your user, what they are doing, okay, their action, okay, and also the ability to actually play back their own activity, okay, any given time. Okay, the third one, you have all those data already. The next thing is to have a smart analytical reporting and also further to enhance those action. Okay, we enhance it with command control. Okay, all this will enable you to further and control those data. Okay, of course there's other features, okay, like central policy management, multi-factor authentication, workflow, okay, and single sign-on client. So in Secureki, we entrust our customer with what we call a zero trust policy. Okay, this zero trust is actually what we call it do not trust anyone and also verify the action. So this is a simple architecture of what it will looks like when you deploy our solution. Okay, so now everyone is working from home, right? So you have your vendors, okay, connected to your VPN server. So when you already establish the VPN connection, you actually basically access the intranet, right? So that intranet is within your infrastructure network. So from there, you actually need to access our PAM solution. That is the first defense. Okay, so that is the first defense. You access our client. Okay, this is our client. You log in using your username and password and also multi-factor. From there, you only were able to have the access into your infrastructure, whether it's a server, network devices, or database. Okay, so the password is no longer the user control. User does not need to key any password during the login, but the system will handle everything for you. Okay, so if let's say you have any question, feel free just put it on the chat. Okay. So let me introduce you our Secureki BOTP apps. So it's an apps that actually allow you to utilize your smartphone apps. I mean your smartphone fingerprint to become your OTP. Okay, beside the 6-digit numbers. Okay, beside the 6-digit numbers. So in Secureki, we also just now we mentioned about the zero trust policy, right? So this is the step-by-step how we implement for each of our customer. Okay, so this step-by-step we're actually able to help our customer to achieve those compliance that we mentioned just now, the PCI DSS, the ISMS, the RMIT compliance, right? So here I will share two scenario here. Okay, so the first one is all about password. Yeah, so the scenario is that the sharing of the password. Okay, how about staff want to daily access to the server, network devices, or database, and what's the challenge they are facing? Okay, so the first one is that password is everywhere. Okay, I've experienced where the password is in piece of paper, in a sticky pad. Okay, so how to prevent incident when it happens. Okay, how to trace those incidents. Okay, like, or what I always say is that great power comes with great responsibility. Okay, so in terms of compliance, how do you want to approach it? Okay, so first of all, introduce zero trust. Okay, through multi-factor authentication and also auto login. So auto login is passwordless login. Okay, remember that. Okay, so next thing is that to have a session recording to record every action within your session. Okay, and keyboard stroke or keystroke, everything will be captured by the system for easy searching. Okay, and the next thing is to have a password automation with the highest complexity. Here I have a small short video to show you that all the functionality here. So on the left hand side, you have our notepad. It's just a notepad running. And in the middle, this is our client single sign-on application. And on the right is our mirrored phone is running our BOTP apps. Okay. So first of all, you log in into our client using a password and also the OTP from the apps. You proceed to check everything validity. So when you successfully log in, is what you see is what you get. Okay. So first, now we actually view the window password. Okay. So this video demo, why we should actually view the password is to show that the system will actually detect when the password is being exposed up and automatically reset the password. Let's copy the password into the notepad and let's proceed to just now we mentioned about auto login. So it's a passwordless login. So if you notice, the user does not need to key any username and password during the login phase. Now, any action that I did here is actually being recorded. Here, I am actually deleting the data and introducing new information into the notepad. So all this action is a violation and all these actions are being recorded. So besides we support client login, we also support web login as well. So from web, we also need to use username and password and OTP. Okay, so the same apps, same running digit number, we actually use for the login. Now let's access to the same server via the web browser. So if let's say you are accessing from the server using the web, there will be slight delay because it's a browser, it's not a dedicated application. Okay. Similar, everything is passwordless login. So let's continue edit the same files. That's what we did. And let's proceed to log out from the server. Okay, so now let's review back all the action that we did. Okay, so let's log in to the web management as the admin. And you have a dashboard for you to see overview of the server performance. Now let's review the playback, the video recording from the first session. Now you see the deletion of the data, right? So everything is being recorded. Any action that you did inside the server is recorded. Now let's play our second session. Now we are showing you back the password. That's how the first thing that we do, we actually view the password, right? So now let's review at the password again. Oh, the password somehow changed. This is because the system detected the password has been exposed out. Okay, so let's now review whether this password is usable or not. Let's open up the RDP. Okay, same IP address, paste in the password, successful login. So this shows that the password now is being automated by the system. Okay, so it's being managed by the system. So when the password is being exposed, it will actually reset the password. Depends on the policy that you set for that particular system. Okay, so in summary, that everything is being tracked. Okay, your system, your action is being tracked. You can actually play back your action. Okay, so the second case is that we talk about people. Okay, how to manage people or your vendors when they come on site. Okay, so your vendor come for maintenance support or for troubleshooting. Okay, so the challenge that we always face is that there's no time to really, take care of your vendor, to really follow up what their needs when they come here. Okay, so the next thing is that they told you that the maintenance or the troubleshooting has completed so fast. What do you do? Okay, so you share your administrator password with them. The next thing is that you need to reset those administrator password. So day in, day out, you need to do that. So it's a repetitive and a tedious task. Okay, so in terms of compliance, how you want to approach this one? Okay, say same thing as before. Zero trust, multi-factor authentication, and also auto login. Okay, and to have the least privilege management, the command control, just like we mentioned about. Okay, so this command control, it will be sit on top of the recording. If let's say the user would like to run certain blacklisted command that is already defined in the system, those commands will actually block by our system. It will not allow you to execute those commands. Okay, so if let's say you want to have further details on this one, feel free to fill in the Google form. We will actually get back to you. Okay, so if you'd like to know more on the detail on the solution. Okay, so the next thing is that on-demand workflow, where user can actually request to access certain account. Okay, then there will be approval to approve those requests, and to have a real-time monitoring. So just now we actually show you the post recording. But how about if you want to monitor my user or my vendor in a real-time basis? Okay, so we have this feature where you can actually real-time monitor your user, okay, without them knowing. And you also have the capability to actually kill that session off. Okay, the last is ability to able to insert comment for those recording. Okay, so this is purpose for audit purposes. So when the auditor asks for some information or evidence whether you have cleared the session or not, so now you can put in comment, then you actually know that when you generate that report, it will show you that you have reviewed this recording. Okay, so where our system help you to manage all your password, all the privileged account. Okay, so the next thing is that probably you want to think, what happened if let's say your system down? Okay, do not worry. Our system, PAM solution, actually have this multiple recovery system built in. It's a dedicated mode. Okay, so it's not like a shared database or shared disk. It's a dedicated mode. Okay, so we support high availability HA, DR, disaster recovery, and the last thing is that it's a unique feature on our system is a USB drive. Okay, so our appliance is a hardware appliance. Our system is actually a hardware appliance. Okay, so in that appliance there is a small USB plug in front of the server itself, right? So every time the system reset a password, it will actually write into that USB. Okay, to that USB. Okay, is encrypted. Okay, so you store the present, and also the history of the password. Okay. So if let's say touch wood, your HA fail, your DR also fail. So what can you do? Okay. So the next thing is to actually unplug that USB, including our decryption key. So now it will be looks like a nuclear, where you arm a nuclear weapon. You need two USB plugged into the same PC. Okay, one the encryption USB, the second one is the decryption key. So together, you'll be able to see and view your password. Okay. So in overall, we help you four unique features. Okay, to help you prevent breach from the improper admin action. Okay, to reduce the burden of audit. Okay, we have our customer says that their audit, it takes about 3 months, sometimes even longer. Okay, with all those predefined reports that we have in our system, all those logging, all the audit logs, it helps them to reduce even up to a month or even 2 weeks time. Okay, 3, to improve the efficiency. Okay, we introduce you the automation process of the system. Password management is a very tedious job. Okay, you need to reset every 90 days, right? So we help you automate those tasks. So let's say it takes about a month or two to reset all your password, but our system will help you to shorten that time into probably a day or two. How about that? That is very, very good time efficiency. Okay. Fourth one, to gain visibility into your administrator access and what are the usage of it. Okay. So previously, when incident happens, you do not know who did it, how they did it, is it accident or intentionally. But with this PAM solution with the recording function, you will know every details of your user or your vendor action. You can actually play back what they are doing. Are they doing the correct way? Okay. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you. And do not if let's say you are interested in our solution, feel free to open up the Google link, the Google form, fill in your details, and we'll come back to you.
Is that it, Mr. Wunting?
Yes.
Okay, I think that was really good. I did make some notes. I think if there were 3 words to describe why we should go for zero trust solution, it's easiest, fastest, and safest. Based on your presentation, I think those were the 3 words, right? Safe, fast, and easy.
Yes.
Would be to describe. And I think the most impressive part of it was the real-time monitoring. I learned something new today. I didn't know you could actually do that. That's actually very impressive. So we didn't get any questions from the viewers, so let's just assume that it was crystal clear. And I think that's about it. So before I let everyone else go, I would like to say thank you very much from myself and from CYDES to our speaker here today, Mr. Wunting, for your time.
Seems there's a question from the audience.
I see. It just came in. Yes. Do you want to answer it?
Okay. So the first question is that window-based, which is the most we interact with the GUI, is the solution able to detect and read the activities? For example, I want to investigate about the user ID creation, deletion, and change of use. Okay.
Well, that's a very complex question. Yeah.
Yeah. So for Windows, there's a way we can actually for now the current solution, the current system, we won't able to detect any interaction in the window-based GUI, but we are working on it to really put in AI into reading every single recording. So yeah, in the future you will see this feature in our solution.
I think we have a second question as well.
Okay, so let's say if there any ID used by the system default, the solution able to detect and differentiate? Yes. In our system, you can actually define which account is being used and which account is defined as a service account. Okay, so for those system service account or maybe application ID, we have another way to actually manage those password and also accounts. So let's say you have your account that you use to interact with the server, right? Also, you have an ID that you interact with the application. Yeah, so both way we actually can help you to manage those.
Right. I think that's it. I'll just leave another 30-second window just in case any questions come in. So yeah, if anyone else has any questions, please just send it in. All right. Okay. I think that's it. That's it for today. We've had good questions. We've had good answers. We've had a very good presenter today. Thank you, Mr. Wunting, for your time.
Thank you, Rahul.
It's been a pleasure hosting this event. And we, of course, we would love to see everyone else in our following sessions. I think that's it from me and from CYDES. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a
Thank
good
you.
evening. Okay. Bye-bye.